Hi, I would love to say it's great to see you. Sadly, I can't see you, but I do hope that you can see me. And I hope that you're experiencing God's blessing in these difficult and challenging days. John asked me just to take a few minutes to give a little update on the work of counties. And by and large, it's very encouraging, but I'll give you some of the challenges to begin with. First of all, we'd value your prayers for our school's resources and thinking of the Jesus Live Secondary Schools Unit, the Key to Life and the Life Exhibition. Those, of course, when schools closed, were completely cancelled, and we're living in uncertain days. So we don't know when we will be able to run the exhibitions again. And those exhibitions are seen by tens of thousands, literally tens and tens of thousands of children and school teachers every year. The Life Exhibition runs in local churches and halls, and Key to Life and Jesus Live go into schools. So please pray for Kevin and Dave, who are the coordinators for the schools programs, and pray that the Lord might open the door again as schools tentatively begin to open. We're not sure what the situation will be for visiting schools. Of course, that's true as well for our evangelists, some of whom are producing material online. Paul Wilmot does Twist online with a puppet, and TBN, the Trinity Broadcasting Network, now produce Twist online, and that's gone on to their television channel. You can see Paul Wilmot's Twist online every Wednesday. So God is using this opportunity, and evangelists are responding. Great encouragement, the number of evangelists and counties workers who have gone on to Facebook every day. Tim Cracknell in Cinderford, Phil Davis in Swansea, Beverly Bedford in North Devon. I myself have done a little program called Soap for the Soul most days of the week, just devotions, opening the Word of God, introducing people to Jesus, encouraging Christians and non-Christians to engage with the Word of God and with the message of the gospel. Bob Telford, who's one of our longest standing evangelists, Bob wondered at first how he would use his primarily a preaching gift to make Jesus known in these difficult days. First of all, he produced some little notes to be used by his home group at church. Then he was asked to do some teaching in the home group at church, and then some churches began to get in touch with him and asked him to do some preaching, to record some preaching online. He sent a message to a church who used it, and one of the elders in the church was so touched by it that he forwarded it to a non-Christian friend, and that non-Christian friend watched the video, and at the end Bob gave an appeal, an opportunity for people to respond to the gospel, and that non-Christian gave his life to Jesus in response to Bob's message, which had been shared by the elder of that local church. So God's at work. Dave Brown, who's a Counties Evangelist in the West Midlands, Dave has shared a story of a neighbour who died, passed away, and of course people were unable to attend the funeral because it was restricted to a maximum of 10. But in the little cul-de-sac where they lived, Dave organised a memorial service on the street so that the neighbours could come and stand on the street at the end of their driveways, at their gates. And it was in that good weather 2 or 3 weeks ago. And 40 people came and stood on the street as Dave led a memorial service. They sang 2 hymns, "What a Friend We Have in Jesus." The woman who had died was a Christian, and Dave Brown was able to tell the gospel through sharing the faith of that woman's life. Amazing opportunities that God is giving us. You may have picked this up. Tear Fund ran a survey that Comres, the polling organisation, did, that shows that 25% of the British population have accessed an online Christian service during lockdown. So our evangelists are busy, they're active. Many of them are out and about, engaged in getting their hands dirty in supporting the vulnerable, the isolated and the unwell. But many are in the online world preaching the gospel and seeing a response. So please continue to pray for the work of Counties. Thank you so much for praying for us to this point. God bless you and take care. Bye-bye.